I think the vision is basically 100% on target, right? The city is the living lab, kind of the real curriculum, I think, for maybe not only the students, but for everyone in the city. I think that's certainly a future, the vision of the future, a vision that we are going to. We know that innovation in the future will primarily happen in the cities, often in mega cities. That's one development, and there's already supporting infrastructures for that in part. But then kind of second, third tier cities, smaller cities, kind of that will, the more we go into the future, the more it will become important and critical. So I think the vision is on, 100% on target. The question is how to do it. And I believe that you, being situated in the age of Trump in Northern Europe, right? And I said earlier in our conversation that I believe this could be the European decade. This could be where, we see Trump's America kind of, spiraling downwards. We see kind of a lot, way too much power accumulated and way too few hands in China. That's okay for the present, but it will create problems going forward. So there is, when you look at Europe, it's a huge opportunity to really create. It's the only place kind of where on a societal level you have business, government, civil society almost at the same level, kind of, or at least kind of on a level where they can have a dialogue with each other. And we know that the innovation of the future will be cross-sector, will be involving all these sectors. And where does the new usually come from? From the smaller countries, right? That's certainly true for Europe. It's also true for other areas. So I think the Nordic model in general, and Finland in particular, have a huge opportunity here to lead the way, particularly now as you also kind of have, with dealing with the immigration challenges and so on. That's exactly the challenge everyone is dealing with. So when you wrap your arms around that challenge in the right way, I think it can be very significant, the learning that comes from that. Personally, what Finland is doing for education is really kind of the global standard, particularly kind of the most recent wave of innovation, being number one there and now moving into getting rid of subject areas and focusing more on phenomenon-based pedagogy, I think is really where we should be going, and I personally would be very happy to be connected with that, because I believe that's the future. The world is full of new schools that do innovative things, kind of individual great examples we have in all countries, but where we are stuck is on a system level, because these great examples are singular examples in an ocean of practices that is moving in the wrong way. It's very visibly here in the United States. So the big challenge around the world in education is the system level, and that's really where Finland leads the way, and where you are, being part of a society where the sense of the whole is still there, right? Have a particular opportunity to come up with innovation that in a place like here in the US is no longer possible, because here the whole is broken. The United States no longer is one country. It's broken into different sub-communities that have ever more difficulty in connecting with each other. And that's kind of one of the big challenges that we face later on in the century.